So in looking to structure the board of directors for a private company, there are some sort of important considerations, and it's really useful to kind of think about it in different buckets of directors. The first bucket and the key bucket is really just the founder directors or the management directors. Who are the owners of the business, running the business day to day, that founded it. They'll generally be on the board. That's important. Often, and this happens more often once company takes on third-party investors or some kind of outside investors, is there's generally a board seat designated just for the CEO. And that can sometimes be an awkward conversation because the founder is the CEO early on, so sort of can feel a little bit threatened by that. Although it is a very customary provision to have in companies, because if and when there is a new CEO, which often happens because of good things, the company gets a certain amount of revenues grown to a certain point where bringing on a CEO who's been involved with a company that size at that level is important. It's also can really be a value add, no matter how a company is structured, to have outside independent directors. Generally, the people either have really deep industry expertise or really deep financial expertise. Typically, someone who is a value add, well known in the industry, has had success, and also ideally that sort of supplements the skill set of the other directors. And then, the last sort of category of investors you generally see are representatives of investors. Investors will generally negotiate to have one or more board seats on the board of directors, often with the founders, often with one or two independent directors. And even though they technically are appointed by their investors that are designating them, as a matter of corporate law, they have the same fiduciary duty to all shareholders that every other director does. So really getting a good functioning board that's going to kind of fill out both different constituencies of the shareholder base as well as different skill sets is really the best way to get a board that's going to maximize value for your company over time.